Anthony here with Kiteboarding St. Petersburg, and the winds are super light. Kite's gonna fall out of the sky. Guaranteed it's gonna fall out. It's like 5 knots. Gusting to 8 knots maybe. So can you learn anything in these kind of winds? It's not the most fun, and it's not something we recommend doing all the time, but there are things you can learn. One of which is light wind water relaunches, and what perfect time to do that than right now. So let's do some light wind water relaunches. And the value in this is, if you can learn to launch a kite in light winds, you can learn to launch a kite in any wind, guaranteed. My bar didn't invert, so we're good there. So for light wind water relaunches, you want to grab and focus on the opposite center line of the line you otherwise would pull. So in a normal wind, I would be pulling on this line to do a water relaunch. But for today, with the lighter winds, I'm going to hold it here. And then 2 or 3 feet above from the low V on the opposite center line. Just a matter of being patient. If I stall it, center line. All right.
Okay.
Best time to learn kite loops is in lighter winds. So in these 5 to 8 knots, it's the safest time to learn how to do kite loops. And it's a matter of pulling one line in and pushing the other line away. So kite loops are a good way to keep the kite deeper into the wind window where there's the most amount of power. This is also the most forgiving time to learn how to do some kite loops. And this could be good for like doing a kite loop water start, kite loop transition. If it falls out of the sky. And the key for doing kite loops is being able to pull one side of the bar in really hard and push the other side out and hold it until the kite is facing up again. Light, very light. The other skill to practice in light winds is a self-rescue. Don't need to do this, but better to prepare for a situation in lighter winds. So doing the right technique. Even this right here, I'm going hand over hand, not being careful not to do this. And I'm putting the line downwind of me or in front of me. So I'm very conscious of where I'm putting this line, because in a windy situation, you do not want to get tangled up. Once you get to where the line meets the control bar, make sure that the kite is settled in this position. Kind of like if you were on the beach, you want the kite settled like it would be on the beach. So wind blowing over top of the leading edge over the canopy. At this point, you want to secure your flag line. So wrap that line up around the control bar. This will secure the kite in that position. Then the next thing to do is wrap the rest of the bar up. Once you get 3 to 5 feet away, or 1 to 2 meters away from the kite, with the cabrina bar, you could put the bungee over all 4 lines to secure the lines. Grab the bridle. Now you have the kite secured. And that's how you self-rescue. Or rather than doing a self-rescue, you could practice resetting. So right now the winds are light and I can hold this line pretty easily, but in a very strong wind, for example, it would be much more difficult to hold this line. So what you can do in strong winds, wrap it around this hook. Give it a few good wraps. Still hold on to the line right about here. Open this up. Pop that in. Drop it. Hook in. Let go. Let the lack of wind do the rest. Or strong winds if you were in a real situation. Can we do it? Oh my gosh. Yay. The wind's starting to pick up. Anthony with Kiteboarding St. Petersburg.